This video is going to be going over our King's Row strategy for our Tracer and Junkrat for our primary comp, or A comp,
The holidays are here.
so I'm going to call it. Going to be kind of in addition to the walkthroughs that we normally do for the map. I just want to do like some recorded videos so that everyone can see it maybe before we go ahead and do the walkthroughs, just so they kind of have a better idea what I'm trying to accomplish when we do the walkthroughs. And even in the games, if we don't get a chance to walk through it, maybe if they just watch this video, they'll know beforehand, you know, oh, this is what we're going to be doing in the game.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
That's the purpose of the videos. I'm just going to do one for King's Row right now, and if everybody likes it, you know, maybe I'll do some more for the other maps too. We'll see what kind of feedback we get on that.
Hot pub, anyone? Wicked.
Like we talked about, I'm going to have Tracer going up this top door right here to check our corners, make sure everything's clear before we proceed.
3, 2, 1. Attack commences.
So first, obviously, check there, check down here, clear, check over there, real quick. I'd be surprised, there's a lot of Junkrats that like to hang out right here, or other miscellaneous people. Check the outdoors too, make sure we're good. Okay. So this is assuming we're gonna have a Widowmaker up here. This is gonna be our first scenario. So assuming Widowmaker gets a pick, like somewhere right around here, this is usually where people are peeking their heads. So this is most likely where the Widow's looking. Get a pick right here. Tracer, I want you kind of right here, spamming at the Mercy, making sure she can't get the res off. Or if it's over here, bam and bam, pew pew pew. No res for you, Mercy.
Ever get that feeling of deja vu?
Assuming we don't have the Widowmaker, we have, say, a Soldier, or if Widow doesn't get any picks. Tracer, your first thing is to check over here, make sure the high ground's clear. If there's like Hanzo, Tracer, or anyone else that wants to be on this high ground right here, this is going to be your 1v1. Make sure you try and win this, you know, if you can. Chase him down if you have to. Chase him down here. Going for that health pack.
Let's try that again.
Okay, so that's that. Your next thing to look for as Tracer is going to be if there's anybody in this alley right here, or this, you know, side of the statue, because this is what we're trying to claim. We want everything on this side of the map. We want to get a hold of that first. If there's like a Roadhog or a Junkrat or a McCree, anyone right here, feel free to help the team out, because they're going to be pushing this way. So, bam, bam, pew, pew, couple picks, just, you know, push forward. Okay. But if that's not the case, if they're, you know, say they're all on point, a couple things you can do. They're all sitting on point. You can either shoot from up here.
Now, where were we? Wicked. Ever get that feeling of
That's
deja
not good. I
vu?
was gonna say is you can go up here, this way then. Go up here. Help. Help the team's right here at this point, right? If they're all on point, we're all right here. So you can help the team right here. Go around this way. Even take the high ground maybe right here, or come back here. Whatever works. All right.
The objective is mine.
Or if you don't want to go that way, you can always go through the hotel too. If you think the supports are over here,
60 seconds
someone vulnerable is over here. Okay. So let's say we get an early, you know, pick on a Mercy or a Zenyatta or one of the supports. So I want you to be spawn camping these people that we kill early. You know, maybe waiting like right here, or around the corner somewhere, not so visible. Just catch them when they get out of spawn. So I think that's about it for this point. Pretty much covers
30
everything that I was
seconds
hoping to
remaining.
accomplish.
Taking the point.
So, basically, I don't want you capping the point almost ever when we get these kind of things. I have to cap it here because I'm the only one in the game, but
Escort the payload.
If we can get the staggered kills, I want you, I want Diva, I want Soldier if we have them, even Mercy, helping to stagger anyone that's right around here, right here, right over here. Maybe trying to run away, don't let him run away. Can't escape Tracer's wrath.
Just in time.
So that's that.
What's the hold up?
That's a perfect, perfect scenario. Just get the staggers, keep them staggered. Like you can even wait for them, maybe like right here. If they're all staggered at this point, they keep trickling one by one. Just wait for them, jump them. Just repeat the process as much as you can.
Yeah.
But it doesn't always happen that way. So sometimes they're going to be all 6 right here, just waiting for us at the usual spot to hold people at on this map. If that's the case, I want you to come, use this back alley. Just be a tracer, do tracer things. Look at me, I'm a sneaky tracer. Maybe not go through this door right here. It's kind of noticeable to maybe some of the DPS and supports, and kind of gives away your position. You can try to blink away. At this point, you're already out of blinks. Have to recall.
Let's try that again.
Doesn't really work out as well. So try and come a little bit further back in the alley. If there's like a Junkrat up here or a Soldier, go ahead and take the stairs. One clip if you can. How you doing? If not, I guarantee the supports are going to be right around this area right here.
60 seconds.
Usually goes tanks, somewhere right here. DPS, probably close behind. Supports, right about here. If you go all the way around the building, you have a great opportunity to get a first stab at the supports. Maybe
Here you
take
go.
a pulse bomb, and team fight's over. Thanks a lot, Tracer. Did great. At that point, maybe just keep hanging out back here. If we don't win the team fight for whatever reason, you can still keep these supports or whoever you just killed staggered.
30 seconds remaining.
Here.
Come on, we're gonna lose.
Okay, I think that's pretty much it for the that second point. I touched on everything that I'm looking for. Tracer gameplay.
10 seconds remaining.
Clock's ticking.
And, once we get right here, hopefully you'll be staggering at this point, so they can't really contest too well.
The checkpoint.
Unless they kill you, you should be over here. Keep them stalled so they can't contest that second point. For this part of the map, I don't really have Tracer in the game plan, but if we're rolling them, just stick with the Tracer. It's fine. We got the momentum. There's really not much more we can ask for. Just be Tracer and do Tracer things.
Wait for it.
If you die, then a good chance to switch over to the Genji that we talked about at this point.
Wait for it.
So with the Genji, God, oh that was close. With the Genji, your primary job is going to be to take control of the high ground. Is anybody up here? It's kind of you and Diva should be tag teaming to take care of anybody up here. Reapers,
30 seconds remaining.
Junkrats, anyone who can get up here. Just other than that, just be Genji. Just Mata, shurikens. So just do it all. Go for the supports. Spawn camp.
10 seconds remaining.
That's pretty much it for this point. Genji wise,
Overtime.
pretty straightforward. Spam the I need healing.
The payload is approaching its destination. Score 3-0. Switching
Okay,
sides.
so that's the attack portion. Just a quick recap on that.
Select your hero.
For Tracer, first point, gonna be taking the theater route, that window. Just helping out with the picks. If Widow gets a pick, just help make sure the Mercy can't res that. take the high ground, make sure there's nobody on the high ground. And stagger. Stagger, stagger, stagger. Stagger. Flank. Stagger some more. Flank. Stagger some more. That's pretty much, I guess, a good summary of Tracer's job on that first attack on this round. Okay, so for the Junkrats, should be a little bit quicker because Junkrat's a little bit easier. I feel like doesn't have his. Okay, so as you know, our new team holding spot will be this area right here. We're going to be keeping a really close eye on this hotel. I'd recommend putting the mine and the trap separate just so it's not so obvious. Usually they can see the mine and the trap together. Sometimes they don't just see the trap by itself. So obviously spam through this door. You know, it's going to be you, Diva, Zenyatta, maybe a soldier spamming through here. So, should be able to get a couple kills if they decide to come through this door like we did earlier. Bam, bam, bam. Q. Okay. So, eventually I think they're going to get the message that they can't really come through this hotel without losing like half their team. So eventually they're just going to go straight to point, right? At that point, just spam point. You can even go through this whole hotel because I guarantee the Mercy or the Zenyatta is going to be right around this area right here. Should be easy kill on the supports. And just go back to your hiding spot and repeat the process. For the Riptire, I'm not very good at these, but you know, if you're able to get it, you know, high on these up here, and kind of look down and kind of get your targets from the aerial shot. That's better. If not, then you know, just regular Riptires are fine. I think that's it for that first point. Just stay behind the tanks. Make sure the tanks aren't getting wrecked. Just spam, spam, spam. Okay. So if we lose that first point for whatever reason, second point I want to hold right here in this little arch, the little choke. Just help out with the spam damage there. Maybe even put a trap right here, just so we can't get flanked as easily. So our Rhine should be, you know, right about here. Payload probably stuck right here, ideally. Maybe just even just ricocheting up this wall. Probably not a bad idea. Safe from enemy view, and I think the ricochets do pretty well right there. You can also be up here, this window. I don't mind that at all. Just spamming from the window up here, or if they're pushing payload, you know, you can spam right here. Might want to put a trap right here in case a Diva or someone else wants to come kill you. For the Riptire on this point, you know, once we get Riptire, let's just go ahead and use this window right here. Try and get team kill right there. Or you can even go through the other window right there. I should try that too, but the other window's good too. Okay, for whatever reason, if we can't hold at that choke and we're holding right here instead, you could even be up here at first, you know, kind of just shooting here, just taking cover through this door. Keep an eye on this alley right here. You might even want to put a trap right there. Alley in case there's a Tracer or Genji or someone that wants to try and flank. Might not be a bad spot for a trap. So, there's that. If it gets too crazy, you know, if you got Divas coming up here and, you know, whatever, just run away. Come back to the team. Get a trap on this door right here. And if we're holding right here, I think a good Riptire spot would be come through this way for the Riptire. Depending on where they're at, they're right here. You know, blow it up if they're further up. You know, obviously you can use your discretion on that. Okay, so next spot, if we're, you know, coming in, staggered, trickling, whatever, holding right here, kind of a no-brainer, just spam there.
30 seconds.
This third point, it's kind of up to you. I mean, you can be up here, you can be down there with the team. holding right here. Whatever works for you. Whatever's safe, reasonable. Or like you said, you want to be up here. That's fine too. You know.
10 seconds remaining.
Whatever works on this map for Junkrat. I don't really know. So that's about it for this map.
Victory.
Let me know if you have any questions. GG.